Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Cain's Superman. So if you guys actually weren't on Twitter, because I know most of you guys actually have a Twitter, so that's kind of redundant as I say that, it turns out we had MegaCon happened this past weekend. We also had the Super Bowl where my team actually won. And as I told you guys, we were going to make Taylor Swift's team, get on her knees, obviously. And hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Side facts. Nothing. My brain fried. What are we talking about again? I'm joking. Okay. I'm entertaining. Okay, one more time. Third time's a charm. My brain's working. I promise. MSK is dog and heat. I had sex already. I had sex like 1,000 times, honestly.
Third time wasn't the charm for the Chiefs, so come on, get this right.
What? Okay, Kate. Okay. See, I'm making you guys give some zinger jokes here. You guys actual bangers here. Okay. We're being serious now from this point of view. Point on. Oh my God. I can't even speak. I'm just a fucking black guy at this point, guys. Now, at this point, my brain is fried. I can't do it anymore. Call it up. Side facts, call me one of your girls. Have them come over. Thrust in for a few minutes. Blow it out of them. Blow it out in them. Leave them. Guys, come on. This is quality.
I don't think I could have put any girl I know through that kind of hellscape, but okay.
I'm just a sane human being, honestly. Okay.
Are you
third time's the charm. I got this. I was joking. It's all entertainment, all scripted, like the NFL, like my life. It was all scripted. You know, girls really do actually want me because I'm a top G Riz master. All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Cain's Superman. So you guys are probably wondering from the video's title, what the hell is this guy talking about? Okay, so this past weekend, we had the Super Bowl, we also had MegaCon. So my team, Philadelphia Eagles, won the Super Bowl, and I told you guys, I called it. I'm going to make Taylor Swift get on her knees after my team crushes hers. Just saying, I'm a prophet. I'm literally a prophet. Call me Top G Riz Master, the prophet. But also outside of that, we had MegaCon. Rippaverse was there, had a great turnout actually. The Flash cast had a nice reunion with, the CW, the Flash show actually. They also had a reunion essentially of like all the Supermen that could go out to the event and actually be there, as far as voice actors, as far as actors that portrayed Superman, the Man of Steel on television. As you guys know, I love Superman, comic books, TV series, movies. I've watched this guy and everything. That's my boy. I love me the Man of Steel, actually. Girls actually call me that in bed too, honestly. Every time we have sex, obviously. So if you guys aren't, considering how the last election went, you are all on Twitter, which is good. Rather have you get news from Twitter than dog shit CNN or MSNBC. Man, can't wait for all those Joy Reid clips from MSNBC, right? No one is, obviously. So if you guys are on Twitter, because I know most of you guys are now, you see these accounts dedicated to X hobbies. So you'll see, for example, X-Men. You'll see X-Men updates. You'll see MCU movie updates. You'll see DCU movie updates. So people ask, why do those accounts exist? Essentially, those accounts exist to essentially garner easy followers, because if you just put that in your name that you're an account, even though you're technically supposed to say you're an unofficial account, because people just assume you would work for the company if you do that.
Yeah,
they get a lot of followers. To
clarify, we're talking about X-Men as in Marvel, not a bunch of the tranny posts that are X-Men. You know what I mean? It's it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Be wary of that if you go look for it.
So if people don't remember the X-Men 97 debacle, that a Twitter account blocked me because I was literally retweeting them, calling them fucking retards because they were saying and attacking the fans constantly. Remember, it was revealed that Morph was going to be non-binary or whatever, and then they were like, man, how dare all of you fans not accept this mental illness bullshit? And it's like, no, first of all, you're not affiliated with the company that you're trying to represent unofficially. So what you're doing is you're making them look worse, because a lot of people are going to think, because that account's tweeting that means that Marvel or whoever is there is going to endorse that. To be fair, I will literally shit on Disney and Marvel, DC and Universe whenever they do something bad, but that is not their fault. That some retard fan is going out there and calling people, fucking bigots and shit. But keep in mind, that's the problem. They should actually 100% call that stuff out, because to be fair, you have an unofficial account saying and doing things you do not endorse, but they let it go because secretly they probably do endorse if you have the right politics, if we're being honest here. But I think you should call that out, because a lot of people are going to assume, hey, this guy is a DCU account. He probably maybe works for fucking the Warner Bros. Whatever. It's going to translate that way. So people are going to ask, what does this all entail to? Well, I'll show you right now. So Screen Rant took a picture where they were at MegaCon, because they had people there, and they had the picture right here for voice actors of Superman and the TV show actors of Superman. So you have Dean Cain, Tom Welling, Tyler Hoechlin, Tim Daly. Forgot this guy. He's the guy who voices Superman from Just League Unlimited. Great voice actor, obviously. You had Brandon Routh here. Okay, so the Many Faces of Superman. This one's special since it's from our MegaCon Orlando panel. Yeah, it's a great picture. It's a great timeless picture you have right here. And I love all these guys to portray Superman. Not a huge fan of Brandon Routh, because I fucking hate Superman Returns like it's actual just dog shit. But nevertheless, movies are all subjective, as you guys know. So what comes right here is DCU updates. And if you click their help bio right there, it goes to some sand people's place, obviously, where they still treat women like they're... People say America treats women bad. Go to that place in this fucking bio. Yeah, they actually treat women like they're actual pieces of shit. But, America's bad, obviously, right? Because, we don't tolerate women bullshit here. And actually, well, they don't tolerate it on a much different level. But look at this picture right here. The Many Faces of Superman. So DCU Updates crops out Dean Cain right here. So you see Dean Cain not here, and he was obviously in the Adventures of Lois and Clark. That was his Superman
Lois
show.
and Clark.
Yeah. Lois and Clark, the New Adventures of Superman.
Yeah. So what's crazy is I've never seen his iteration of Superman
Just
ever.
kind of more of the stuff that I grew up around. Like that was probably before I saw the movies. Even like I probably saw that on TV before I was going to the movies as much. Like I think I probably saw Superman, like the 78 version or whatever, like, or was it 78, 79, something like that.
Yeah.
Like years later, when I had more access to movies and stuff. It's like my first Superman was probably actually Dean Cain, that or an animation version from the 90s.
Yeah, mine was Tim Daly from Superman the Animated Series. That was mine.
I mean, Lois and Clark, it's dated. It's cheesy as heck.
It is dated. I tried to rewatch it when I started seeing him on some stuff. I was like, oh yeah, he was that. Let me go check out some of that. And I'm like, yeah, it's a little cheesy, but it's like it's like early 90s cheesy.
It's very enjoyable for what it is, as long as you keep I mean, if you watch it with the lens of when it was filmed, you're like, okay, yeah, this is fun, because this is not going to measure up to today's standards. But
from what I've seen, at least it still has the heart. Like that's what matters. Yeah, like a lot of that older content, at least they had heart behind it. You can feel there was some actual special care taken with the product. Recently Superman and Lois with Tyler Hoechlin was great. I watched the first 2 seasons. It was a great, fantastic Superman actor. But the thing that a lot of people need to understand here when it comes to Dean Cain, a lot of people who don't actually follow him on Twitter, he's very outspoken politically. One of his favorite recent viral tweets that happened was when Dylan Mulvaney and that one weird Decepticon were talking about being women, and then he quote tweeted Dylan Mulvaney or whatever, and he said, "I'm pretty sure you guys aren't women." Then a girl, because a white liberal woman would obviously reply to him, and she says, "Yeah, you weren't Superman either." And Dean Cain replies, like, "Yeah, I was pretending." Just absolute. It's like banger, one of the best mic drop.
One of the best like reversals you've ever seen.
Reverse. Here's my trap card. It's been activated. Stuff like that, and it's crazy because these accounts right here do more harm for studios than not. Because these guys are sitting here posting news from the studios, and people just don't know if they're really affiliated. So the ones that I like more are the ones that say, "Hey, I'm not an official account. I'm just doing this because I just like this product." That's fine. But to crop out Dean Cain because you don't like his politics. That is God. That just, man, I was at work today and I was thinking like, man, that is just so fucking petty. Because then people are gonna think he didn't go. People are gonna think, oh, he didn't want to be there around them, or there was some friction, or there's some drama between them. No, it's not. He literally
the first picture I saw going around was this one, the cropped version.
I did too.
Then about maybe a couple hours later, I started seeing people post the full picture, and I was like, oh, that's fucked up. Like, what the hell? Like,
yeah.
He's
it was
one of the
not
most
an accident.
known.
You start reading some of the
it's obviously
well, it's not an accident.
Yeah,
I want to point out one thing really quickly, just one thing, because he's gonna do it right here. Original image credit, Screen Rant. You know what's crazy? Screen Rant. We read a lot of their articles here. They're well put together, and that's why I like them, even though I can disagree with them. This person has the ball and nerve to credit Screen Rant when this person didn't even use the full image. What the hell? Original
it's
credit.
like they unintentionally threw him under the bus, and it's like, Screen Rant, a bunch of these places, they do some shady cropping and bullshit and editing on videos and stuff. A lot of them do this, and it's like the one time that they actually didn't do that, somebody went out of their way to do it for them. So people probably immediately thought like, oh, Screen Rant, what a bunch of pieces of shit. It's
bought
like
and paid for.
It's like out of all the things to talk shit about them about. This isn't the picture to do it, because they actually
did the right.
Go to their stuff. They did the right one.
They did the right one.
So, I mean, technically, good on them, and screw this person.
Yeah, and you could tell, it was intentional. I mean, look at what they put there: 5 Batmans and Supermans. I mean, they intentionally left Dean Cain out of that. I mean, it wasn't even by accident where it's like, I didn't have enough room to put him in there. Yeah, I mean, they literally meant to do it.
Yep. And as you see right here, everyone's sort of roasting because of it. You cut out, a Yellow Flash said, you cut out Dean Cain, but kept the drunk driver. Your communism is showing. So people don't know, recently Tom Welling, he got put in jail.
At an Arby's, of all places.
For drunk driving. I will say this. People are going to probably think it's funny. It probably is, if you're really being honest here. But drink driving can actually kill people. Just being honest here. Don't do that. It's not a thing you should be doing. But 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser said, community notes, check on this cropped image. Please see comments below for reference. Why would they do this? Oh, because if you actually check the lower comments, people are actually trying to justify him not being there because, well, he's a Republican, so he's a Nazi. It's like, you guys are fucking so stupid. You had people literally say earlier this year, because Dean Cain was talking about Superman stuff, about how much he liked filming it or whatever, and someone was like, why is the Superman actor spreading hate? Yeah, so if you talk about how bad mental illnesses with certain Decepticon people, they consider that spreading hate. So just giving a different opinion is spreading hate. What is wrong with happy people? You're stupid. You're dumb as fuck.
And the thing is that this isn't the first time that Dean Cain's had a reunion like with some of the other Superman.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's
been other conventions where they've all been at and they've taken pictures. It's not like they think that he's such a bad guy. It's like, oh, well, we're not going to have him on our stage anymore. I mean, he keeps getting asked to these things to appear with these guys for a reason. I mean,
he was clearly on the panel. Like, he was clearly there.
Yeah.
They all took a picture with him, no problem. They probably all shook hands and drank afterwards, or whatever the hell they do after these
things. They've done it many times before, so it's like,
they do it at every single convention almost, basically.
Adreni Curry, you cut out a Superman. What is this? A post-menopausal, bitter old hag running this account? Sammy, bitch move. Here, someone fixed it, you hacks.
Yeah, I saw that one where they fixed it.
The problem is, like, now people are going to assume DC did this purposefully. Their social media account manager did it. And none of that happened. They didn't credit. Warner Bros. and DC didn't do anything. It was the DCU Updates Twitter account that did it. And you can tell they're fucking pieces of shit because their fucking bio is some Arab bullshit. I don't know. Don't they worship Muhammad Ali or something like that? I don't fucking know, man. But god damn, this is so stupid. It's unneeded, just unnecessary. People out there, I'm glad they were in the comment section, calling it out. It was good. And Dean Cain even liked my tweet too.
If anything, it should be like, hey, look, even as Superman, we can all come together as this character, and it shows the togetherness. But no, they're like, no, we're still going to divide the one outspoken one. Even though I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple other people in that probably don't align with a lot of the bullshit going on. They're just not as outspoken as Dean has been in the last couple of years.
Matthew said, you cut out real Dean Cain of the picture for real. This isn't going to work well for you. This guy said cry about it. He blocked me because, you know, these people always just soft block people they don't agree with. But it's okay. It's because this guy said Cain probably didn't want to go. See, you have people like this that'll think that he just didn't want to go, which is not that bad if he didn't want to go. You're not forced to, but that's not true. That's literally not true at all. He actually was there. So,
dude, he loves talking about his Superman appearances. That's one of the main things, obviously, that people bring up about him, and he has no problem talking about it all the time.
Well, heck,
So
if I
he
was
gets invited to
if I was
that,
starring opposite Terry Hatcher, I would have loved it too.
he always brags about kissing her. I just
Yeah.
He does. He's always bragging about that. And they had great chemistry together on screen. So that was part of the joy of the show.
Yeah. So you guys' closing thoughts and opinions on this. Bob, I'll start with you.
People are assholes. That's my closing thought. I mean, it was done intentionally. I mean, the good thing is, you know, people called him out for it, and at the end of the day, I think
just watch out for shill accounts.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, I don't think it really bothers anybody. I don't think it bothers Dean Cain. I think he got a good laugh out of it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. All right, Sci-Fax, what about you?
yeah, no, it just shows more of the hypocrisy from, you know, that certain side of the internet where they're just like, they can't even withstand the idea that somebody from now the new political divide that's going on was somebody that they technically probably all looked up to when they were younger, just because now it seems like he has a difference of opinion, even though that opinion is not really changed. It's still the opinion of common sense, and it's so more widespread they can't fucking understand it. They're just like, I don't get it. Yeah, because you're dumb, you're retarded. Everybody knows it, and everybody's calling you out for it instantly. You need to stop that shit. The faster you stop that shit and you can find a way to get into the middle and then maybe throw your digs into your article, if people even want to read your trash outlet, then good job. But
yeah,
at least do it from a point of like show the whole thing. Like, you know, show the full picture. I mean, it's one fucking dude. If you want to sit there and be like, look, we got 5 Supermen who are on our side. You could do it from that angle if you wanted to. And then here's one that we don't fully agree with, but sure, he was a Superman too. So even you could have been like, even Republicans get a Superman. You could have done some bullshit like that. And people have been like, that's a terrible headline, but at least you could have justified putting him into the picture, you know, or some shit. But to do this is, I mean, it's disingenuous as hell. And right now, the most obvious thing on the internet, and it's been like this for a couple of years, is authenticity is the way of the future. And the more you're authentic, the more people are actually going to pay attention to your shit. It's just that's just as true as it gets.
And just one last thought, real quick, MSK. If anything, Dean Cain would be the one that they should be jumping on. He's their DEI Superman because because you know what was it that he's what's his background?
He's Japanese.
Japanese. There you go. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
that's true. Yeah,
he's the DEI Superman. I don't know why they wouldn't be on board with that.
Kyle Holchlin is Hispanic, is he not? He's Hispanic. He's not white. Yeah. So it's one of those things where it's just such an unnecessary thing to take heat for. If you're gonna, I'll say it. If you're a shill account and all you're trying to do is just post the newest information to get followers because you think that fandom is big enough for Twitter engagement, I have no problem with that. But the thing is, you have to understand, you technically, though you are not affiliated with that company, you do represent them in a way if you talk. So like the X-Men account update that we're talking about while ago in the video.
You just know they were happy that he was on the outside of the picture, so they didn't have to fucking crop him out of there. They're like, oh, this is easy work. I just slide the thing over and now he's out of there. If he was one of the people in the center, it would have been hilarious to watch them take him out. There's just a giant gap.
God, that's
he just arms out like, oh, these people don't even want to talk to you. Oh, they just like cropped it together. That would have been actually funnier. Like,
yeah,
but
it's just unnecessary because now people are going to think, oh, DC was intentionally trying to get him out of being in the picture. It's like, no, it was because of shill account. They're not understanding. Hey, people are going to think that's the actual company doing that. It's like, no, I will defend what I need to. They didn't do that. That was just that shill account that would just got Dean Cain out of the picture for no reason whatsoever. This is completely unnecessary. You didn't have to take this heat. Now people just aren't going to trust you with anything, even though they put out some pretty consistent updates on DC as far as comics and movies. Now you just ruin your credibility for nothing because he just voted differently from you. Keep in mind, that's the right. I'll be honest, I don't care. I voted for Trump. You guys know watch video. I did. MAGA for life, bitch. So just saying, that's the right side of history right now. No one wanted fucking Decepticons running the world, you know, and having Decepticons in women's sports and shit. Like, no one wants that. You fucking weirdos do because you're fucking losers and you let your wife fuck other dudes in front of you. Not me. It's just no one wanted Kamala Harris. Those some hard pills to swallow, you know, as they say. You know, no one wanted her. Her opinions were trash. Her politics were trash. Her policies were terrible. It turns out she wasn't going to be president anyway, based off her 69-minute interview she had, where I think it completely edited to not see the abysmal destruction she would have had as a president. You guys lucked out with that. So keep in mind, for the DCU Updates account, just realize it to yourself. You represent that company more than you think you do, even though you're not officially affiliated. So don't do shit like that. It's ridiculous. Why tank your credibility over nothing? It's just petty to do. You know, it's dumb. And for people to say, last thing I'll say for in this video, Dean Cain didn't like your tweet. You know, fucking hell. It's just right there. It's okay. It's okay. People like my opinions, guys. I'm a fucking genius top G Riz master. Just pointing out, I got it with the ladies. And the knowledge is all up here. But yeah. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later.